Hi, Caleb here with Seekers Photography, and today we're going to be going on the river trail at the Chaplin Nature Center in Ark City, Kansas. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so we are starting off right where we left off on our last video. If you did not see that one, I'll leave a card up in the top corner, but it's not necessary that you watch that one to understand where we are right now. So this is obviously a more of a prairie. Yeah. So the Chaplin Nature Center is located on the inner edge of a bend in the Arkansas River with more than 5 miles of walking trails. It provides easy access to the bottomland timber and prairie and the upland prairies, spring-fed creek, and the Arkansas River. There are trail maps at the visitor center. So I guess I didn't get a trail. I guess I didn't get a map, which was one of my complaints on the last video. So yeah. And this is right outside of Ark City, Kansas. And it was a really windy day, so I'm gonna have to turn down the volume of the GoPro. So I have not decided on which video or which picture I'm going to use for the thumbnail, which I mean obviously you guys know. But I hope you guys enjoy those thumbnail pictures. I've taken all of them, so yeah. And as we come into the actual forest part, we will be coming up on the big chair. That is one of the more photographed places here. It's actually known for it, which is basically, it's just a big old chair. Yeah, so as we walk there, let me tell you, the varied habitat has attracted 225 species of bird, including the tree sparrow, the Harris sparrow, the rufous side tree or towhees, the cedared waxwing, and the Caroline wrens. The woodland harbors are a good diversity of tree species, including the black walnut, the pecan, cottonwood, sycamore, red elm, showy springtime displays of red buds. The pleated woodpeckers inhabit the bottomlands, which is where we are right now, along with the wood thrushes, wild turkeys, bobcats, and wild white-tailed deer, which I mean all wild. Yeah. I misread it as wild, as white-tailed, so I kind of just went with it, but which we actually did talk about bobcats in our last video. I'll leave the card if you are curious about bobcats. So the rough green snake is a favorite of reptile lovers, is also sometimes seen in this area. We are coming up on this big old chair. And it is pretty sturdy, but I wouldn't go playing around on there. But I didn't see any rules saying you couldn't get up there, so I guess just be, use your brain if you decide to get up there. Now, in the wintertime, or a popular wintertime activity is bird watching. Eagles from the riverbanks. The sandbar of the river is a fourth of a mile long when the river is low. During the summertime, it is alive with tiger beetles, dragonflies, killdeer. So look for deer tracks, coyote tracks, raccoon tracks, as well as the female water turtle either going out or coming in to her nest from above the high water line. So, yeah. You may see some cool animals. I thought this area was really cool. It definitely has a interesting vibe to it, with the brush being not too high so you can see for quite a far distance. But I don't know, it's hard to explain. I mean, obviously you guys can see it, but it definitely looks like the whole place could be sitting in water, if that makes sense. Now, the return of the bald eagle has actually been a remarkable success story. After being pushed to near extinction, the eagle has steadily recovered under the protection of the Endangered Species Act. In Kansas, nesting eagles have made a return to the state in 1989 at the Clinton Reservoir and have been increasing numbers ever since. As the cold sets in, the eagles push south in search of open waters. In Kansas, mid-January is typically the ideal time to search for eagles along the secluded coves of the major reservoirs in the eastern half of the state. So yeah, let's talk about some fun facts about eagles. Let's start with hopefully the most obvious fact. They aren't actually bald. I'll throw a picture of a bald eagle I've taken. This one was at a zoo, and you may be wondering, hey, the bald eagles at the zoo, first off, there's never any tops on the cages, so how are they don't fly out? And second, why are they allowed to keep them at the zoo? First, they can't fly out normally because they are injured, or that's the main reason they get to keep them at the zoo is because they're injured and they're trying to heal them back to health. And then they normally have their wings clipped, which they grow back, so they can't fly out, and then they're healing them. There's actually a really nice place to have a picnic right here, or you can have a picnic out on the sandbar. Sorry. Anyway, bald eagles are the largest bald eagles tend to live in Alaska, where they sometimes weigh as much as 17 pounds. That's just under what a small push mower weighs. So, I mean, if you can imagine what a push mower weighs, that's quite a bit. They build the largest nest of any North American bird at 5 to 9 feet in diameter and 3 to 5 feet deep. Some bald eagles' nests can weigh up to 2,000 pounds, which that's pretty heavy. Bald eagles can fly as high as 10,000 feet, which the Sears Tower in Chicago, or also known as the Willis Tower, is only 1,450 feet tall, which is the tallest tower in the world. So that's a pretty high flying bird. Quick side note, here's two pictures of me, or here's a picture of the Sears Tower, and then here's two pictures of me in 2015 on the sky deck at the Sears Tower. Basically, it is a glass box up top where you can walk out and you can look straight down to the ground level. So maybe not the best place if you're afraid of heights. And then also they have another place where you can basically lay up against a window and the window will lean you out of the side of the building, which is really cool. And one last fact about the bald eagle, it has been the national emblem of the United States since 1782. So, yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. Let's get one good look down the river, and I'll send you guys to the outro, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the vlog. And that was River Trail at the Chaplin Nature Center in Ark City, Kansas. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave in the comments if you recognize this bridge from one of my videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be Wednesday on the vlog. Okay, if you push this circle right here, you'll subscribe to my channel. And if you push this one right here, it'll take you to the previous hike. And then this one right here will take you to the full playlist of all the Oklahoma hikes.